is coming along the
We'll see.
I we're live, I think. Great morning. It is we're talking about Papi Trump's check. Let me tell you. Uh thank you, Papi Trump. Thank you, Papi Trump, for sending in that money. It's greatly appreciated. And greatly needed. Morning, Leah. Say hi to Josh for me. Uh yeah, man. I mean, it really was an eye opener. It was a big old save. I'm very proud that I got my Papi Trump check. Ese pelito. I got very proud that I got my Papa Trump check, and let me tell you, I was able to deposit it via my app on my phone, so I get to keep my check. So as soon as I can, I'm going to go out there and try and find a little frame for it, and hang it up because it's history, man. It's history. It's something that you know you'll be able to tell your kids, your grandkids. If you ever have any, it'll be something that's great. It's a great little memoir. Memoir. Did you get your check, Frankie, or did you get it deposited?
I got it deposited, but you're right. That's pretty awesome. I believe there was an '08 check back when Obama was there. So it's fairly rare to say whenever we're able to receive something like that. And it's much needed, much appreciated. There's even talks at Erasmo that there might be possibly another one coming in maybe August or September, with elections in November. That's great PR.
Yeah.
You can't say you can't knock them on that. So we'll see. Good morning. Today also at Osmo should be interesting. The governor's going to speak at 2:30, so we should have a little bit more direction in regards to our um, beauty parlors, our barber shops, and other businesses. So it should be a good Monday. Good Monday, week 6 of our quarantine lives.
Well, I called the office of the governor this morning. Morning, Maria. I called the office of the governor this morning. Good morning, Eddie. And the plan is, again, unconfirmed. The plan is that by May 4th or 5th, they're wanting to open up dine in at restaurants, at places where it
Oh,
can be done. And I'm going to say May 19th or 20, somewhere around there. I don't have my notes, but May 19th or 20, they're going to start maybe possibly letting bars open. I don't
wow.
know exactly how that's going to work again, but we'll see what the governor says at 2:30. Unfortunately, we'll start to listen to the governor at 2:30, but we do have a Spanish section today at 3 o'clock. So a Spanish, what's up, Decram? Decram. Today at 3 o'clock, for anyone out there, if you know anyone that speaks Spanish that wants to get some information. Hey, Maria. Yeah. Maria. Bar you're open for my birthday or for the restaurant? But whichever one, I guess it's still both is okay. But I just don't understand how the bar thing is going to work. I mean, have you been to, not that I go to the bars around here. And when I do, of course, there's like 1,000 pictures all over social media. Or when I did. So I don't know exactly how the bar thing is going to work because they're always jam packed tight. So I mean, is everyone going to be wearing a mask out at the bars? I just don't know. I do not know. It's a
I,
good question.
and as I would dare say, and I don't know, we're always gonna have those people that are gonna revert back to their normal life, so to speak. But I'm with the mindset that I'm gonna avoid large crowds as much as possible. Whether that's good for business or not. I think with this we've realized that that we should I think take better care of ourselves, and things that we've laxed on before in regards to how you were saying yesterday, how the Mexican hug and kiss kind of that was the norm, and now it's going to be like, well, let me think about that. So I think this is going to be something that's going to be opening up our eyes, And I personally wouldn't be going out to bars and to, in large gatherings, and these places out there, it's jam packed, which is, that's the norm. But I think we're gonna see less of that.
I agree with Peter. I want the movie theaters to open up ASAP. So I'm hoping that's included in today's order. I like going to the movies, and for me, it's a little bit different because I know a lot of people, they tend to go with their friends or their family to the movies. I like going to the movies by myself, and the people out at the movie theater probably thought, "What the hell is Erasmo coming to watching movies every other day by himself?" That's just me, guys. I like going to the movies alone. I hate it that every time I go with someone, quieren abrir el teléfono, And I mean, come on, guys. I'm not paying $9 for a movie, $10 for a movie to be watching, a little light pop out on the corner of my eye. It's not my thing. Ay, luego a veces estás ahí y luego te quieren hacer preguntas like, shut up. I don't care who you are. That's why I'm not a good dater. I hope opening up the beaches doesn't cause a jumping case. Actually, the case was in Florida. In Florida, Frank. Good morning, Kirina. In Florida, we did have a spike in regards to the numbers a day right after the
beaches opened.
The beaches opened. And again, I mean, is it attributed to the same thing? We don't know. But again, I just want my ravioli from Olive Garden. You can still have the ravioli from Olive Garden as you could take home, I think. But I understand, Maria. It's not the same. You want to have that ambiance, where you're in the restaurant, you're being served, the whole works. And again, I miss my waiters. I miss my waitresses. I miss my bus boys, my bus persons, the hostess. I miss everyone out there. It's the talking. Oh yeah, the talking at the movies is horrible. I think that's what you're referring to. There's going to be school for the rest of the year. No school. No. I think gotta go un peine, Frankie. Frankie, puro Ric Flair. Ya anda. Amaneció muy violento el vato. So we're going to see from the governor today, what restrictions are open. I don't think that we're scheduled for a countywide press conference, but I'm going to say that we'll probably have one tomorrow after, we get a little bit more direction from the governor's office. I'm thinking that that's mostly been the case. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, it does. We've seen here that, we always look up to the higher authority. But I do anticipate Judge Eddie Trevino, holding off on having any press conference until after the governor's at 2 p.m.
I think like 2-3 weeks ago, and I'm sure that they saw it. They made the mistake of having the press conferences right like 30 minutes before or after the governor, and it causes confusion. Yeah. So I'm hoping that they don't decide not to have anything today till tomorrow. But again, you just never know. Or at least a couple of hours after the governor has his, it gives us all the opportunity. Hey, Mariel from Houston. I hear Houston's doing it terribly. But again, yeah, Mariel, you could tell us, but I hear it's horrible. It's always good because that way it will be a little bit confusing and they'll have a little bit better information. And, we'll be able to dissect the all that's being put out there a lot easier. Un poco de español también. Luis Martlen, a las 3 de la tarde tendremos toda la hora en español. Pero vamos a hacer lo posible. Usted pregunte aquí y le contestamos en español. Somos bilingües. Gracias. You guys should be proud you stepped on a big school district toes that they brought a senator over. Okay. What senator did they bring? Oh, Lucio. I was going like, did they get Cornyn or did they get Cruz or what? Lucio, let me tell you that. I mean, and no disrespect to the senator, that was a catastrophe. A disaster. And let me tell you, we had invited the senator before to come on to speak, but let me tell you what happened there. What happened? It was Ryan. He's referring to Senator Lucio. Was a disaster. A disaster, man. I mean, I was going like, and y'all can judge me. I was going like, oh well, we're gonna have a town hall. Okay, I don't trust the town halls because they were asking for questions, and I knew that they were only going to answer the questions that they wanted to answer. But I thought, give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's watch it. So started watching it, and I started to see it, and the sound was horrible. I'm going like, well, and I literally sent them a message, guys. Y'all sound is very, very bad. Not echoing, not getting anything clear. Good morning, Luis Marlene. Buenos días. How are y'all? They going to restrict travel from COVID hotspots? They need to. But anyway, let's start with the senator. And it was just so bad. And then they only asked like 4 or 5 questions, answered 4 or 5 questions, and they weren't even the most pertinent questions out there. And I'm going like, what? It's crazy. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, really, guys, you cannot make this stuff up. And I'm going like, do they want me to continue to slam them? What's up? And again, people are telling me, Erasmo, they're just reacting to whatever you say. And I go, you better believe it, because we're the only ones out there that's making any damn sense. And I will say that a lot of the other school districts around us are making sense. But again, it's not an Erasmo thing. It's not a Frankie thing. It's not our thing. It's common sense with a little bit of let's look and see what's working for other districts in the state of Texas, guys. And they're far above and beyond. We are 2-3 weeks behind. Morning, Olga. Almost 10,000 cases in Houston. Wow. And surrounding areas. Yeah, they said that Houston was going to be an epicenter. In those terms, I've said it. I've used it. I think Harlingen is going to be our epicenter. Are they going to open the mall asking for the parents of school-age kids? If they're going to open the restaurants and if they're planning on opening the bars, you better believe they're probably going to open the malls very, very soon. Pero people are so ignorant and think they're immune to this. Exactamente. And that's part of the big old problem. So a las 3 de la tarde estaremos aquí en español dando informe. So si usted tiene compañeros, amigos, familiares, los cuales no hablan inglés, estará con nosotros el señor Genaro Martínez Sr. Él tiene un programa que se llama Mayores Sonrisas o Sonrisas Mayores. No.
Sonrisas Mayores.
Sonrisas Mayores. Sonrisas Mayores. Y él nos estará dando informes en cuanto a sonrisas mayores. También estará con nosotros el doctor Joan Rodríguez. Bueno, eso dijo, doctor Joan Rodríguez. Aquí lo vamos a esperar. Queremos tener un poquito de información en cuanto a qué está sucediendo en Matamoros. I'm concerned about Matamoros. I'm concerned about Matamoros because, again, if we have poquito testing, they have muchísimo más poquito testing. So again, I am concerned about mi Matamoros querido. And I love Matamoros. Everyone out there knows that any chance that I've gotten, I go to Matamoros. I like to scooter in Matamoros. I like to go get my medicine in Matamoros, my vitamins. I like to go eat en la Cancillería in Matamoros or other restaurants. So again, guys, I love it. I will say what I'm going to do for lunch today. I'm going to go out to Super Cream and pick up some food at Super Cream. My friend Carlos messaged me yesterday. He said, Erasmo, no viniste por la barbacoa. I'm going like, pues es que la cosa de que they let me know when I was already heading off to church. And, I did worship. Actually, we did a live on church on YouTube. It's kind of funny. Someone asked me, goes, Erasmo, then if you could do a mí también me gusta ir al cinema. If you can do the on YouTube at church, why is it that y'all just didn't do virtual? And it's very simple. We worship in a different way that most churches do. At our church, we have what's called Lord's Supper, and we have the Lord's Supper every Sunday, and it's just impractical to have the Lord's Supper away from the church building. So it is what it is. Hey, First Amendment right, baby. Did they stop traffic coming from Mexico? No, they sure didn't. Torta de la Barda. Actually, I'm going to ask for that today. Thank you, Ryan. And Ryan is going to be with us at 9 o'clock tonight. My man Ryan is letting us know what's going on out there at IDEA and a teacher's perspective in regards to the Rona. You know, it's yesterday we had the blessing of having a senior, Diego on here, and shared a little information in regards to what he thought was going on. We're hoping to get another Los Fresnos senior on tomorrow. I haven't gotten confirmation, but hopefully tomorrow we'll have a little bit more information. I know someone who passed away from COVID-19 in Matamoros, but it's not being shared around the media. I wonder how many other cases. Let me tell you. Anyone who believes any of the numbers that are coming out of Matamoros as being very safe or having like 55 or 60 in the whole state of Tamaulipas are nuts. Impossible. I mean, there's a lot. They started very, very late. Their president didn't help. Hey, Justin, inbox Frankie so you can be on with us one of these nights, these weeks, my man. Thanks for the shirt. I got it from my people at transportation. So contact Frankie. I don't believe a word. The pies are awesome. Oh God, Liz, yes. I love their pastries at Super Cream. Their pastries are amazing. I actually had a slice of pistachio cheesecake. My sister Linda brought that for me. I don't know exactly where she got it. I don't know where she got it, but it was very, very good. Not overly sweet. The pistachios killed, I think, part of the sweetness. Los cines de Matamoros están en mejor condición que los de cines de Brownsville. Es cierto. El Cinépolis está excelentísimo. Really. And las palomitas, Vladimir. Oh, my Lord. Allá traen palomitas de sabores. Eso me encanta. Yo estoy adicto a las palomitas. The nurses here at MD Anderson in Houston got an update saying that they have not reached a peak. Daisy, that is exactly what we've been saying. As that, I had a little conversation with the mayor, and there several of us here disagree, which is okay in regards to the peak date. I do not think that we have yet to peak. That's my idea, and I think you're right. I don't think that we've got ready to come close to the peak, and Houston's in trouble, and I think Harlingen is in trouble. Fake news, Vallevisión. What am I, Vallevisión? They're struggling, man. They're trying, but Vallevisión is almost as bad as Channel 4. Channel 4 sucks. Anyone who watches Channel 4 news should watch it without earplugs on. It sucks. Is Shoney's ever coming back? Those pies, though. Shoney's. Did we have a Shoney's?
Shoney's, but off of the expressway. Where that new plaza place is.
Yeah, where Red Roof Inn. Where Red Roof Inn's at. They had halfway decent breakfast, I think. I never tried their pies. What are the new restrictions in the city of Brownsville? We don't have new restrictions yet. We're hoping that this week they're going to stop easing on. Oye, Eduardo, Alan me mandó preguntar en cuanto a curfew because I know that some of y'all, el moco, I know some of y'all do a lot of playing en las noches. So me mandó preguntar Edgar, pero ayer y le dije que maybe this week we'll start to get some las palomitas encarameladas. Oh my God, yes. Encarameladas, las que tienen sabor a manzana, no, riquísimas. Mejor comida, mejor sonido y mejores asientos. Muy acierto, son los asientos. Oh my God, can you imagine if we had a Waffle House down here? A Waffle House, guys. Let me tell you, I'd be there every 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
How different are those places from the Denny's and the IHOP?
Oh, by far. Waffle House, I mean, the waffles, they're like, sometimes they're thinner, and the food, parece como que la food que you get at home, they just slap it on your plate, and it's just like very rustic, but so good. I love Waffle House. I would die with a Waffle House over here. I was going to say I'd probably go back to drinking, but I'm not going to do that. just to go out there 2, 3 in the morning. But the Waffle House is amazing. Are the barbershops and hair salons open? No. And I don't think that they're going to open anytime soon. Again, we'll find out today at 2:30, 2:30, 2:30. But I don't think that they're going to open up anytime soon. I hope so. I was telling Diego yesterday, he and I need our little las puntitas trimmed. I love Waffle House. Best part of road trips. It's so true. La mejor parte is going to get some breakfast at Waffle House. You get it 24 hours a day. They don't compare. We have tons of them in Houston. Mariel, aren't Waffle Houses just the cheese knees, the bees knees? Aren't they amazing? I love them. Salivating and everything. They are good. I don't know what the heck they put in it. A lo mejor no se lavan las manos or something. But let me tell you, that stuff at Waffle House is amazing. I hope they don't. They only one of the first places to ever hire in the interview, only to tell me that I wasn't ever hired on my first day. Life is better for me. You mean they're at
Waffle House?
Huh? No, it's Cinemark. Louis at Cinemark at Cinepolis. I don't know. Let me know. Isn't Texas Diner like a Waffle House?
I like Texas Diner. Texas Diner is good.
I like Texas Diner. Texas Diner is a more like of a Texas country food, and they have like the enchiladas are good.
I've had the fajita omelet, I think, or the cowboy omelet or something like that. It's very. I prefer that over Denny's or IHOP any day.
Sí, saludos al compa Edgar. Edgar es mi camarada. Tú también, Alex, más o menos. Ah, te creas, es camarada también, bro. Good morning, Armando Piñera. Love you, man. Mariel, saludos. Didn't know you were the one from band Porter 2005. La Porta represented.
Porter.
Shoney's.
Oh, Shoney's.
Shoney's closed such a long time ago.
It did.
But nothing ever opened there again, right?
No.
Is that
I'm sorry?
Is that where they made the placita?
I think so, yeah. That's the area. Cracker
Barrel House se los lleva entre las patas. I like their biscuits.
I don't like Cracker Barrel. I don't know. Something about it.
I like their biscuits. It's about it.
I'd rather have Whataburger's breakfast than Cracker Barrel.
No.
I don't know.
I like B.O.B's and Whataburger.
I like B.O.B's.
And sometimes at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, after a wild night out and I'm feeling sleepy, I'd like to have a taquito with cheese. Waffle House makes the best hash. Oh, God, yes. And if you ask them with cebollita and chilito and stuff, amazing. Nah, what will be your 2020 campaign slogan? Kick 'em where it hurts. That's what my campaign slogan is going to be. Kick 'em where it hurts. I should start phrasing that. Kick 'em where it hurts. I thought they were going to build a black beer diner next. Oh, yeah, they are. Actually, I think I saw someone out there doing some little stuff on there. But again, not much work out there, guys. So we'll see. It was in 2007. ¿Ya estás viejo, mi Luis?
Hey, Erasmo, what type is the Black Bear Diner? Is it like a Cheddar's?
I think it's Jesse Becky. I've never been to one, but I hear it's going to be type of like a Waffle House type of thing situation. Okay. Like a diner, like a Texas. I guess a Texas. That what did you just say? Texas diner.
Texas diner, like one of those. Okay.
Yeah. Whataburger. I love Whataburger. I worked at Whataburger for 3 years. The cost at Cracker Barrel is not cheap. No, it isn't. I mean, I like the little stores and stuff. Puro striped breakfast tacos. Cute taco. Remember the international? Oh God, the one on here on Mexico Boulevard next to the old bridge.
Oh, that's Danny's, no?
No, it was an International House of Pancakes. Is that right, Chris? It was. You're too young for that.
I think he's talking about the one on Price, no? The one where the pawn shop is now?
No, that used to be a pancake house.
Was it?
Pancake house, yeah.
Okay.
That was good as a pancake house.
That was good, yeah.
House of Pancakes was over here on the style of Old Bridge. I think the real winner is Barbacoa del Carretón Naranja en el Matamoros on a Sunday morning, bien crudo with a Coke, bien muerta. Let me tell you, las tacos de barbacoa de Matamoros, the ones that park on the little street. I have one over there para la López Portillo, yendo para el penal. delicious, guys. The best tacos. Brownsville needs a Dave and Buster's. Well, unfortunately, we'll never get one. These
That's
people.
too expensive, no?
I love Dave and Buster's because you take the kids out there. Te pasas todo el día. No one makes hash browns like Waffle House options. No, those are amazing. Smothered, covered, chopped, and diced.
Hey, we should reach out to Waffle House to sponsor the show.
What is the place that usually sells big ass biscuits? The actual name on the menu. Maybe Mariel would know. Big ass biscuits. Don't know. Yes. No, on Mexico Boulevard. Yeah, that's what I said.
The one you're talking about.
Yeah, over there by the old bridge. Chris. Okay. It had a big old roof. Remember? I remember that one. IHOP was on Mexico Boulevard right before the train. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Over there by. Fue lo que dije. By the old bridge, guys. Yeah. Is like expensive, but has great mojitos.
It is expensive.
But Eddie's right. Luis, there's a Mexican restaurant in Boca Chica that's next to Subway, next to Burger King. Oh, yeah. Juanitas. I think it's Juanitas. That orange one. Yeah, I like that place. Se llama Juanitas. Luis can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the name of it. Waffle House sponsors this live.
For real.
Tag them, please. Let's see what else is going on in the city of Brownsville. Oh, we had a question out there. Let's see. It's not sure if it's the same owner. I'm not sure either, but I know what you're talking about. Los tacos de stripes, those cute tacos. One of my friends posted, and I'll read it. It's kind of an interesting topic. We could probably talk about it tonight, but with Ryan. But I did copy it. Don't want to be a negative Nelly, but are we really distributing gifts amongst each other when some people in the community have tested for COVID-19 positive? What's the point of everyone sheltering in place and wearing stupid masks if we're going to be doing stupid crap like that? She used another word. I get it. Let's make a senior feel special, but everyone has made a big deal about not going anywhere, yet we're doing this. Jesus, take the wheel. Again, it's going back to the mentality. Oh, I remember Mr. Q. International and Southmost, especially that one. Guys, I do understand the sentiment. You know, it's that fine line. Look, and I'll say this. If you're going to adopt a senior and you're doing it amongst family or someone that you know, I think it's going to be okay. This is my personal opinion. Es como que si tú le estás dando a tu sobrino, a tu sobrina un regalo. That, I think, is acceptable. When you know the person, when you know the person. I was questioning the adoption thing. I mentioned last night that, I was, given the honor of adopting Diego Matas, a senior. But again, I think that the parent that reached out to me, the parent trusts me to the point that knows, that I'm going to be careful. So you folks, parents out there, you have to make sure that I think that you trust the person that is out there going to be giving you this gift. I think that's responsible. But I agree with my friend that posted that. It's kind of an iffy deal when, we're not. Frankie, what's your opinion on it?
The thing about it is we have to be responsible. We do have to take that extra precaution in regards to our distance, in regards to making sure that, we try our best, to avoid any and all possibility of, getting anything. The message, I love the message. I think it's a great idea. It was good, Erasmo, to hear yesterday from Diego, just to get his opinion in regards to graduation and his sentiment going through this pandemic. But it's amazing whenever a community comes together and reaches out and is proactive about something. This is something that we've never dealt with, and it's unfortunate that a graduating class is not going to be able to experience walking on that stage, turning looking for his family, and it's sentimental. It's a years in the making. But it's amazing. It's even more amazing whenever a community comes together, organizes, a page, adopt a senior, and then, little by little is able to bring some sort of joy, some sort of, you know, um, being congratulated. So it's an amazing deal. I'm all for it, but we do have to be responsible. We do have to know, who the person is. That way, um, there's no questions about, oh, they're not practicing social distancing and stuff like that.
Well, my concern is, again, there's other ways to do it, guys. Let's say, and I'll give you an example. Again, the family that the senior that I adopted, again, the parents, they know me, I know them. So in that respects, the parent felt a little bit more comfortable in saying, I feel more comfortable because we know you. I mean, the community of Brownsville knows me. So in that respects, I felt okay. But I started to see a lot of the pictures where people were actually, and yes, I agree with Gisela. I want my tortillas very well quick. I like them a little bit crispy. But I do have concerns in regards to, driving around, going to dropping off these gifts. And I saw people taking pictures with the students. I'm going like, I mean, do we really are we really in shelter in place, or are we just a little bit too close? That's why I think that there's a lot of different options out there, guys. Because look, there's options. If a family member is going to do it, I feel more comfortable. If you're going to praise them on your Facebook page, I think that's pretty awesome. Guys, you can send them gift cards electronically. You could send them gift cards electronically. You could create baskets and cards electronically. I would think that would be a more responsible way. And again, I love the sentiment as well. I love the idea. But I agree with my friend that posted that. It is too close of a contact. And with that said, I mean, I was seeing a lot of pictures, and I'm going, and her concern was that there was COVID-19 positive people that we have confirmed positive people that were adopting seniors. So there's this exchange, of stuff. Now, if the person is doing it online, I think that's okay. You can adopt 20, 30 people if you want. Not a good thing. Good morning, Tommy. Sanitize everything with a wet cloth and then dry. That's why I do with my mom when they bring her stuff. I agree, guys. Please, for those parents that are going to be receiving these baskets or these things, whatever. And I didn't exactly know what the process was, but again, sorry, I'm not damning anyone. It's beautiful. As long as you're cautious in regards to what's being given, and when you receive, make sure that you do the wipey thing. I agree with my DM. Beware of Greeks bearing gifts. Are you Greek? Very Mexican, bro. Well, you gotta go Roberto. Thought y'all meant an elderly person. Well, again, anyone, because even if you give it to a young person, Maria, even if you give it to a young person, the young person might live with elderly individuals. So again, it's too close. Yes. Cash app. Yeah, there's Venmo, and all our kids out there, they're using Venmo. They know PayPal. I think PayPal is para nosotros, the older generation, and Venmo and some other cash apps are for the younger folk. Again, there's other ways. What if the sponsor are convicted child molesters? It's still a good idea. Exactamente. Exactamente. And I agree with Michael. It opens up a big old can of worms, and not just so much of Michael, as a child molester, you think that the kids are 18. Most of our graduates are 18. Diego, I think last night was 18. Most of them are at that age. So it's at that, and again, I'm not saying that it's right. What I'm trying to say is that at that point, I mean, I understand if they were adopting fifth graders, sixth graders, or someone of that age, it's just, my black mark. It's just an interchange of things. So I'm not too concerned. I mean, I wasn't. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm not too concerned in regards to a child molester. I'd be more concerned with bringing something into your house. Because let's say that you've been protecting your household, you've been like COVID-19, all gung ho and everything, and all of a sudden you're bringing in Skittles and M&Ms and stuff that have been touched by thousands of people, maybe at Walmart, at HEB, and everywhere else, and it's a disaster. And again, we've learned that there's been some people at the real retail retail facilities out here, that have tested positive. So again, are we waiting to have another little bitty outbreak of sorts or something? I don't know. Trumpitinity for all. 1 part Clorox, 1 disinfectant, shelf Lysol, garnish with Tide Pod. No! Please do not. Brujería. Yeah, ponle una vela enfrente de the little basket that you're going to get. Con una inyección de fabuloso no pasa nada. Please don't do that. So again, it's an up in the air thing, guys. It's an up in the air thing. Is that be very cautious what you permit inside your house. My sister Gabi wouldn't open the door for me, and I think that I'm not COVID positive. I think someone's been asking about my mocos, and they actually mentioned it a bit. Let me tell you, the problem with my mocos is that I have a very small stomach. And what happens is whenever I drink or I eat, and I'm always eating or drinking, I don't know if you notice, se me sale el moquito. And people that have gone through that surgery know what I'm talking about. A second wave coming soon. That's my concern. And hopefully, Frankie, if you can reach out to Dr. Cerdan, maybe Dr. Cerdan can come and join us sometime this week. Let me tell you guys, that concerns me. The second wave coming soon. It concerns me as that I think that we're going to be ill prepared for it because we're not being as cautious as we should be. Good morning, Fabian. Hi, Heras, guys. Hugs. God bless you, friend. Hola. A basket of Big Vaporú. Mox, you just ate. Mox, you just ate. People also need to know how to use gloves properly. They wear gloves, touch everything out of public, and touch their phone, face, and all. Like, come on, people, be smart. And someone was making mention of that today. Someone mentioned it today. Can't remember. Via an inbox. I don't know if it was Maria or somebody else. But guys, the way that people are using gloves right now is really horrible, guys. And again, I don't think we're ready to ease up. We've had a very slow, steady wave. No such thing as a second wave. I'm going to disagree with you, Michael. Again, we've had 2 nursing homes that have exploded, and I don't think we've felt all the hits that we're going to get from the nursing homes. Also, I hear that your favorite store, Walmart, might be being extra cautious now, and we'll find out for what reasons. Pero I think that you were on point when you were talking about Walmart. Go figure. Michael is right on something. Mocos, be nice to me, Jaime. Hi, Erasmo, hugs. God bless you. Love you, my man. Ya veo en Brownsville Herald, famous vlogger tested positive for COVID-19. Thanks for calling me a vlogger. A vlogger. Cállate. I'll be back on the front page again. I mean, I was farting and I was making the front page of the Herald. Mendigo papel asqueroso.
Will we get an exclusive or no? Will Brownsville Talk get an exclusive interview or no?
Maybe. If I get gift cards. Second wave coming later since first wave is slow. I agree. I know Michael doesn't. Walking trails are closed, but you walk on the beach. Oh, no, walking trails are open.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walking trails have been open. Actually, I use mine for my scooter sometimes. It's exercise, damn it. Walmart is a death trap, Michael, and you're right. And I'll text you in a little bit as that I've got some information for you. But yeah, you were right. You were right. I don't go to big box retail shops. No, you just go to NorderTrack. You go to NorderTrack and order $5,000 treadmills that get delivered for you. So yeah, no retail for you, buddy. I've seen your videos, bro. I went to Sam's in Harlingen, and one day they let everyone in, and the next day we all had to get in line. People were not keeping their distance. Make up your mind, Sam's. I think that Sam's and Walmart got some bad news, Liz, and I think that's one of the reasons why they started to be a little bit more cautious. And again, they should have all been cautious from the start. That's my opinion. I think that they got some bad news, and I think we're probably going to get some worse news about what's going on out there. One of the concerns that still have, and BISD is just too easy to talk about. BISD is a mess. Puro pedo, ahí lo vi. Yeah, Michael Rodriguez, I know. Él nomás dice, pero ahí anda comprando cosas. Well, it's funny because, sorry, on Sunday, I got to church in the morning, and one of my sheep at church, one of my church members, is Brother Lopes. Brother Lopes had an accident. Brother Lopes is an 80-year-old guy, disabled, 80-year-old, and at about 5 a.m, he fell in his apartment, and he lives by himself. He falls in his apartment, and he busted his arm, and he couldn't get up. Morning, Nana. He couldn't get up, and so they had to call the fire department, and the fire department came, and they helped him get up and put him in his chair. He has an electric chair. I get to church at 8:15 after I picked up my barbacoa at Big E's Smokehouse, open on Saturday and Sunday, and he estaba sangrado. His shirt had blood. His arm, part of the skin was all scraped off and cut in 3 different places. And I'm going like, what the hell? And I asked him, he said the fire department. I go like, why didn't you go to the doctor? Why didn't they take you to the doctor? So I'm actually going to contact them today and going to find out what happened, why they dropped the ball. Because I then had to go at 8:30, had to go to Walgreens to go pick up stuff to treat his arm. I mean, they hadn't even placed any form of solution on there. You could see, I mean, I sent Frankie the pictures. His arm was scraped off. The skin was off. Guys, what the hell are y'all doing out there? Really? So I'm going to contact the city today. I am upset. So then I went to Walgreens, and they were closed because now they're open from 9 to 9. And again, so I said, forget it. So I had to go to Walmart. So I actually went to Walmart. I was very careful how I picked up stuff because it was the only place open at that time. Trump told me to stimulate the economy. So I bought them an order track with my stimulus check. Puppy Trump sent me. Puppy Trump is amazing. You must have received a bigger stimulus than me. Mine's always been bigger than yours, Joe. Always. So I'm upset. I'm upset with the city of Brownsville. I'm upset with the fire department. Again, guys, I love what you all do, but anyone could have seen that this 80-year-old man had no way of getting to the doctor. Y'all helped him get back on his electric chair of sorts or something. And he goes from downtown all the way to our church building and doesn't get any kind of wound care till I came back at about closer to 9 o'clock. So that was 4 hours, guys, that he was walking around with el pellejo, the skin peeled off in 3 different spots, guys. And I'm pretty upset. I'm upset because at least, and I know it's not one of those emergencies that you take him to the hospital, but guys, an 80-year-old man lives by himself, doesn't have anything out there at his home. There's nothing open. At the least you could have done was clean his wound. Clean his wound. And his wound was not clean. I confirmed it when I did the solution on there. Was not clean. And besides that, his shirt was all llena de sangre, guys. Come on, folks. I expect better. So I'm going to call the fire department today. I'm going to call the chief, or I'm going to speak to the city manager. I am upset. You all dropped the ball. And I took pictures and I have the receipts to prove everything that I'm saying. And again, guys, we've been doing nothing but praising you and asking people to keep you in their prayers and everything else. But no, don't do this to my seniors. And I mean, and if you did it, and again, this is just one case that I ran across because he's one of my members of church. But how many other people in the city of Brownsville have y'all neglected to completely serve? And again, guys, y'all are not paramedics. I understand that, but God Almighty, man. I mean, if you run across someone in the middle of the street who's hurt, it is your responsibility, not as a firefighter, as a citizen of the city of Brownsville, to help out. You just don't leave them there all scraped up, man. So I'm pretty upset. So after the podcast, I will be calling the city. I want some answers because I don't want this to ever happen again to anyone in the city of Brownsville. Anyone. I mean, it's uncalled for. And, Brother Lopes is a good guy. I received 3,900 and my trend roll cost 4,900. Trend still owes me 1,000. Eres un mendigo, Michael. So I am upset, guys. Did they open the churches already for service? Yes. Well, they never were closed. They never were closed. No one ever had the authority to close down church buildings. No one. It's just the truth. First Amendment right, and a lot of counties. I know for a fact that Hidalgo County overstepped their authority and their right, and they actually were kicking parishioners or members of churches out of the churches. It's a big no-no. Big no-no is that it trampled on the constitutional rights of the individuals to assembly and the freedom of worship. So it's called the law. It's called the Constitution. So city of Brownsville know that I will be calling, and I am upset. And I didn't call yesterday because it was Sunday. It's something that I think I could take care of today, and I will give an update tonight at 9:00. I want to know where they dropped the ball. So I'm going to call firefighters. Jared Sheldon, please be expecting my call, bro. I'm upset. Well, I'm not much into civil lawsuits and stuff. I just don't want them to ever do it again. I want them to take care of the people of Brownsville. I really, really want them to take care of the people of Brownsville completely. And again, this is just my church member. How many countless other individuals out there have they done this to? And again, guys, I don't care what. Era nomás un scrape. No, it was a wound. The skin was peeled off his skin. He's an 80-year-old man, guys. An 80-year-old man. So no. Don't do this, guys. Is it possible he refused medical ambulance service? Just seems unthinkable that they would leave him like that. Let me tell you, I don't think I asked him. He said, no me dijeron. He's an 80-year-old man. I know him well enough, Jesus Becky, that he's the type that he'll go to the doctor, to the hospital if his finger hurts. O sea, mi brother Lopes a veces es muy exagerador, he's you have to know him. He's an exagerador. Sometimes like, mi pierna, y que ando en mi. I know him. There's no way that he was offered care that he refused to take. And again, how can you refuse someone whose skin is torn from skin? And especially because they went into his apartment to pick him up. He fell inside his apartment. And again, I appreciate that they did that. I just wanted to follow through. I would expected them to make sure that he had received the care. So I'm a little upset. And again, I'm not dogging. I just, I'm not out there damning them because I can hear it this afternoon. Oh, Erasmo hates the firefighters. No, I want all of us in the city of Brownsville to do the right thing. Frankie, Brother Lopes.
Yeah, and he is an elderly man, and one would think, that if these firemen, fire department did go into the apartment and did assess the situation, that they would at least consider or make a call to get an ambulance, just for precautionary reasons, of course. It's an unfortunate. Again, we're not here to fire nobody, to ridicule anybody. We just hope that whenever these situations arise, that our trusted men and women in uniform and at the fire department make a good decision in regards to the betterment and care of our community. So let's make it a habit to take every precautions from here out in. But it's unfortunate that it did happen to Brother Lopes.
It is unfortunate, guys, that again, I just want some guarantees that it's not going to happen to anyone, any of my people here in the city of Brownsville. Ya está for firefighters otra vez. I love the firefighters, Chris. You know that, man. You know I love you. And I appreciate everything that y'all do out there. I really, really do. But I mean, it happened on Sunday, so I just want to make sure that that doesn't happen, bro. And you know me, I love y'all. These are extraordinary times, and we are all, again. I'm not saying that it's not. I just wanted some assurances that it's not happening again. He needed care, and he didn't receive it again. And I know that the firefighters can't do everything, but pick up the phone, call someone. Call 911, call someone to go out there. Are court trials being conducted? I think it depends on the trial. But no, Christopher, I'm not. I don't hate the firefighters. It's a bunch of bullcrap. I appreciate everything that the firefighters have always done. I love Christopher. Yeah, man, I love the firefighters, bro. And you know that I did my best to always be out there and support them. I think when we had our little issues with the firefighters, it was years ago, and it was a misunderstanding of sorts. But I've always promoted everything that the firefighters have done. But what happened on Sunday was a no-no. I mean, if it would have been the police department, I would have said exactly the same thing. If it was the sheriff department, I would have said the same thing. Just want to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Again, was it an oversight? Was it too busy? I mean, it was at 4 or 5 in the morning, so I would suspect that ambulances were out there readily available. And again, maybe we're reserving the ambulances for heart attacks and for some things that are a little bit more serious. I completely understand that. If that's going to be the response, I don't know how many of our 6 ambulances were busy at 5 o'clock in the morning that day, but some type of care should have been administered to this man, an 80-year-old. Again, guys, and look, Chris, and look, everybody else. Again, he's just a friend of ours, member of our church. Cheers from Spain. Hey,
man.
Send us some of that good food. I hear Spain is doing pretty bad though with COVID, but send us.
Yeah, don't send us nothing.
You can send me some food. I'll make sure to disinfect it, Chris. I love you, man. I appreciate everything that you've ever done, guys.
Hey, that's awesome though. Hey, awesome.
I love
from
Chris.
Europe.
Chris is a good friend of mine. I love you, man. Guys, take care of each other. It's something that we've said constantly. We've got to take care of each other. We got to make sure that stuff's good. But I'm sorry. I am ticked off. I am upset. Open skin, open wound. Someone should have taken care of it, or at least a follow up. Should have been given a follow up. It wasn't there. And again, nothing against anyone. You two, be safe, man. Be safe up there in Spain, bro. I hear the numbers in Spain are not good. Are y'all going through the same restrictions we are? Is it worse up there? Yeah, I hear it's not a good thing. Some fabuloso from Trump would appreciate it, right, Jaime? Some fabuloso from Spain. No, in Spain they have amazing cheese. Let me tell you, I know that the cheese out there is amazing. And a lot of the pastries are amazing. Fabuloso. 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 Está muy fabuloso. Hey, Jaime almost quesito. Worst on lockdown for 7 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear Spain is horrible. Hey, Chris, let me know if you could come on tomorrow morning. Let us know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. Paella. Oh, paella. You know what, Chris? I've had paella here, and they say it's nothing compared. Oh, well, y'all used to make some paella. The firefighters had the paella stuff. Not the same, right, bro? Let me know. Send me an inbox or send Frankie an inbox. See if you come on tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, because I guess right now it's nighttime for you all or something. But Christopher, I love Chris. USA is headed down a dark path. We have taken a hard hit. I agree, and that's my concern, man. Good. Frankie, would you reach out to Christopher?
Sure.
Set him up. Let's do tomorrow morning, man. It'd be good to hear what's going on in Spain. It's just awesome. I am the paella champion. I remember, man. I think you went to Spain just to pick up some new tricks up there, bro. Yeah, it's 5 p.m. over there, Frankie.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. So yeah, Chris, Frankie is gonna send you a link. Let's do it tomorrow, man. Let us know what's going on up there and in Spain. Be pretty cool. And I'm sure that a lot of the raza here that remembers you as well as I do, my man, would be happy. Awesome. Frankie, you got him?
Yes.
Are there some firefighters, EMS, paramedics that don't belong in that area? They need to realize that the life of every individual lie on them. First responders, they should treat everyone with dignity and heart. You know what? I'm going to say that there's individuals everywhere, Julissa, that shouldn't be there. You know, there's individuals, trust me, there's individuals at a police department that shouldn't be there. There's a lot of individuals in elected office that shouldn't be there. There's individuals in restaurants that shouldn't be there. I think there's a couple in everything out there, you know, and we're going to experience that. You know, we cannot judge the whole, because of one or two. Thank you, Chris. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock for you up there, I think. Guys, we cannot judge the whole because of one or two individuals, you know. It's that, you know, and again, it's not out there trying to slam people. It's just, hey, guys, let's keep each other in check, you know. And again, we keep each other in check, and we all you know, go through the process when we screw up. And I'll say it again. I went through the process. I got my DWI. I went through the process, you know. I went through the process at Kurt. You know, I was sitting in the bench for 6 months. You know, I did that to myself. I went through the process in regards to the court system, and I appreciate the police department. I know, again, the chief of police, Felix Salceda, is a friend of mine. He's a great friend of mine. And I'm not upset at the police department for doing their job. Luis Saenz, our district attorney, he's a friend of mine. And I'm not upset at Luis Saenz for doing his job. I'm not at all. Now, do I think that I got slapped around a little bit? Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate you. Do I think that I got slapped around a little bit harder than most people? Yes. And it was the right thing to do, because I mean, I'm in the public eye. So yeah, the people that are in the public eye should get slapped around a little bit harder, guys. And I mean, ni modo. Again, I hold no ill will towards our police department. I love them. Again, the chief is a great friend of mine. As to hell, no, that one police officer though, I do have issues with. There was one police officer that was very rude to the individuals that night, and that person I do have issues with. It was uncalled for. I have the video. She was using the F-bomb on people, a lo estúpido, and really uncalled for. That one police officer really needs to change her attitude. It was horrible. And I will say it was horrible. But everybody else in the police department, they know, okay, they're my people. The district attorney's office, I mean, a lot of the workers that work at the district attorney's office, a lot of the lawyers there, you know, that are coming up, the newer lawyers, I mean, I consider them friends of mine. I see them everywhere. I say hi to them and everything, you know, even now. I mean, we're good, man, as that they were doing their job. As hard as they may have come at me, you know, or my family, again, they were doing their job. Did I deserve for them to come at me as hard as they did? Yes, I sure as heck did. Because again, I was in the eye of the public. So it's a good example. It's a good lesson for my community. You know, if you're out there, you drinking and driving, you're going to be prosecuted, you know? And again, it is what it is. I take it. I took the hit. I was on the ground. I picked myself up. I brushed myself off, and I'm moving forward. And that is also a lesson that everyone should learn. You know, take the hit. You know, don't give up on anything that you want to do. You know, pick yourself back up, brush yourself off, and move forward. It is what it is. And I want to thank my attorney. Hey, Bob! I love Bob. Bob, I love his office. I love my community. I love I love being given the opportunity to serve my community now, and when I was serving on the school board. I love it. I really do, and I appreciate it. But again, it's that my community needs to know that you have to abide by the process, and we all go through the process in life, guys. And again, I went through the process, and it was painful. And people have asked me questions. If you ask me questions in regards to the process that I went through, ask me respectfully, and I will answer respectfully. Someone asked me, and I'll say this: the worst thing about about going through this last piece of the process, being on the probation thing, I'll say it. The worst thing about it is having to fulfill those AA meetings. They're horrible. They're horrible. But for people that can benefit from them, more power to you. It's just horrible. Again, just me being transparent. I'll always be transparent. And again, I appreciate my community for accepting me and opening their arms and saying, Erasmo, we're still with you. And again, you all know, most of my community knows that I'm there for them as well. So I don't mind when people come up and say, hey, Erasmo, vamos a Whataburger, or vamos a unas beers. I laugh it off, and you all know me. I laugh it off. It's funny. It's when you become an ass and become disrespectful that I will block your ass from my Facebook page. Make up stuff at the AA meetings to spice it up. No, but I told a friend of mine, you go to an AA meeting and you want to come out, you go man, I want to have a drink so bad, because it's just, I understand there's a lot of people that need to go to the AA meetings, and again, that's great. They're amazing for individuals that that really, 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 really need them. And do I think I needed el block? Did I need an AA meeting? No, but I will fulfill my agreements, and I will go through the process. I will go through the process because I want to be that example for my community. I want to say, guys, it's like when people tell me, people send me a message. This is funny, and I'll finish with it. People say, Erasmo, agarré un ticket, Erasmo, ¿qué hago? ¿Me puedes ayudar? I said, yeah, I'll give you the phone number to the city secretary so you can go and pay your damn ticket. You got a ticket, go pay for your ticket. But people go well, maybe Erasmo can help us get off our tickets. I'm not going to do that. Go pay your damn ticket. And I've had my family members, and hey, no conoces a nadie que. I said, no, go pay your ticket or go do community service. Go through the process. Go through the process. I went to Sam's and got attitude from the sheriff standing at the door because I had my Sam's membership on my phone and didn't have a physical card. What? This is the 21st century, guys. Everything is electronic now, almost. Smoking is an alternative. Let me tell you, I never got into smoking myself. It's not my thing. I could never, and I tried to smoke because all my cousins were smoking, and it was the in thing back in the 80s. And I tried to smoke. That's not my thing. Cigarettes. Be teachable in those meetings. You never know. Again, for me, everything is a learning moment, Paul. Everything is a learning moment, and I try to learn from everything. I've learned. I actually, if you hear some of my sermons on Sunday, I've taken a lot of the experience, not a lot of the stories in there, because you are supposed to maintain them anonymous, and I respect that. But I have taken a lot of those little lessons and applied them to my Sunday morning worship service. It is what it is. It's part of the process, guys. It's part of the process. It's kind of funny, but I think the person that was leading one of the meetings, and I won't say where, because I've gone to several. I think she didn't know who I was, and she goes, "Why were you in that?" Because I was sharing that, it was kind of and I guess I could share it because it was mine. It was kind of why am I in the Herald every other day in the front page? She goes, "Why would you be in the front page of the Herald every other day?" I'm going huh? Does not everyone in Brownsville know who the hell I am? I'm not saying that arrogantly. I'm just tripping. Una quebradita mano. I once walked into an A mean trying to walk in a straight line. Somebody, what the? Hi, Alex. Guys, Frank, anything other? Any last words?
Los esperamos a las 3, a todos, habla hispana. Va a estar con nosotros el doctor Joan Rodríguez por la tarde, al igual el señor Genaro Martínez, que es fundador de una programa de la comunidad Sonrisas Mayores. Para aquellos que quieren estar entre nosotros a las 3 de la tarde, los esperamos. Gracias.
Guys, have a great morning. We'll have some information at 3 o'clock in Spanish. And es vosotros estarán con nosotros, vosotros y vuestros hijos. 3 o'clock, please invite your Spanish-speaking friends. We'll be on YouTube. And again, friends, please go on YouTube, vayan a YouTube and subscribe and get your family and friends to subscribe on YouTube. It's kind of slowed down. We need to hit 1,000, and we're like at 470, I think, or something like that. Not sure. But please go out there and subscribe. And if not, we'll be on this page, hopefully, if we don't continue to get blocked. And ¿qué página de Facebook va a salir en esta misma? No, estás en YouTube, Rosie. Va a salir en YouTube y va a salir en la de Erasmo Castro, y Frankie la va a compartir a sus páginas y a las de nosotros. Pero en la página Erasmo Castro la va a poder encontrar, o en la página de Olivo Frankie. Rosie is on YouTube, so she's asking the question. So yes, Rosie, ahí le encargo mucho para nuestras personas. Si tenemos personas en Matamoros, inviten a personas de Matamoros que estén con nosotros en Facebook y en YouTube. Y vamos de aquí hasta las 3 vamos a buscar unas cifras, vamos a buscar noticias de Matamoros, vamos a buscar los números que están allá para tenérselos listos. Guys, tonight at 9 p.m. we will have Ryan Santana, a friend of mine. I love this, the whole family. The whole family has been very supportive of me, and I love them. And giving us an insight in regards to a teacher's opinion in regards to what's going on with their school year, and give us an insight in regards to what ideas out there doing a little bit differently. Ryan Santana will be with us tonight at 9 p.m. Thank you, Alex. I love you, my man. Please continue to help us spread the word. Have people come on. Stay safe. Be good to each other. Go on. Val, muchas gracias. Mi mamá me preguntó, no he mirado al señor Castro, ¿está bien? En la página principal, Rosy, estamos en cuarentena por Facebook, en Facebook Jail. So no podemos poner ahí, pero véngase al vivo o a la página de Olivo Frankie y él estará poniendo reportes por nosotros. So gracias. Teachers, you are awesome. And don't be alarmed, don't be dismayed, don't be troubled with all this stuff that's being thrown at you by this superintendent, his deputies, and the corrupt board. Relief is on its way in November. If you will have it, it will be there. Guys, thank y'all. Stay safe. Be cool. Nos vemos a las 3 de la tarde. Bye.